Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and let's get ready for EJ Boxing Live.
How you doing, Fight Fans? It's EJ Boxing Live here, and we have a very special guest. We have Mike Stafford, one of the great trainers over there in the USA. It's his birthday today, so first and foremost, we want to say happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So what are you gonna do for your birthday? What are you doing you got anything plans for your birthday?
Well, we not really. I have plenty of birthdays. You know, I'm 63. But right now we be in St. Louis, Missouri, doing a boxing show, pertaining to a boxing show. It started today and tomorrow, so I'm tied up for the weekend in Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh man, yeah, St. Louis, Missouri. That's the home of Corey Spinks over there. I think Kevin Cunningham's over there as well, right?
Right.
Yeah, Missouri, man. You got over there. What's that? Is that Missouri Tigers over there? Is that the college team, basketball team as well?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I know a bit about basketball. I coach basketball and stuff like that. So let's talk about how do you get into boxing? How do you get? Because everyone knows you, obviously, extensive career with Adrien Broner, but I'm sure there's more to the man than that. Tell us how you got into boxing and obviously in the amateur, because you know obviously everyone's wondering why the USA is not doing well in the amateurs. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, I started off. My son, he was kind of, I showed him how, at a young age, I showed him how to protect himself. And he got into it with an older gentleman, and he was like 13 years old. And he got into it with him, and he kind of, did his way with the other kid. The other kid was like 19 years old. And but it was on the streets. In our neighborhood, so I kind of told him, like, I don't want him to, if it was for a reason, if somebody's bullying you or protect yourself, but I think they was engaging into some gambling on the street. So what I did was I said, well, time for you to go into the gym. He was a football player and a football and baseball player, athlete, but I said, well, I'm gonna put him in the boxing. So I took him to the local gym, and it was history from then. I trained him and trained other kids locally. Some of the kids came on to be world champions, like Ricardo Williams.
Yeah, I know Ricardo Williams. I remember he got to
Gerald Tucker, Robbie Springs, and quite a few others. But so he was in the host of that. He's in a tough region, which consists of Michigan, Indiana, Cleveland, and it was the Midwest. The Midwest, in Chicago. It's a tough boxer. So I started off as an amateur coach, and that's 30 years later now. This is where I'm at now. I'm an amateur pro coach now.
Yeah, absolutely. I know over in the UK they kind of do it over here. I'm an amateur pro coach myself as well, but I haven't got a full license in the pro, but I've got an amateur license. They kind of do it as well, which is very good. And no, you just said Ricardo Williams. I remember that fight, man. That was against was it the Cuban guy? No, he beat the Cuban guy. And
he beat the Cuban.
Yeah, he beat the Cuban, and we thought like, he's gonna get the gold, and he had obviously he lost the gold medal game, and then his whole thing, I think he signed to Ludabella and a massive contract. Were you still working with him around that time? Because I remember it, like he was like Roy Jones, and he was looking like he was gonna be something. Go ahead, talk on that.
Yeah, well, he signed with Ludabella, and he had a nice career with Ludabella, and then I think what happened with Cotto, he had that hand injury, and he wasn't the same after that. He brought this kid named Washington out of Philly, and he hurt his hand on top of his head real bad, and he had chronic hand injury, and he wasn't the same after that. He was still slick and everything, but basically, with the pro game, you have to have a knockout punch,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but he had a good career, and he went to Bell, and then he went with Roy Jones, and then then he got into a little. He got started hanging with the wrong people, got into a little trouble, but now he's a family man now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the main thing. Mr. Stafford, I think you're a bit close to the mic, because it's kind of like a buffering a bit, not buffering, but it's kind of thing. Maybe your lips are a bit too close to the mic. But all right, so let's continue. This is good. So you said some other amateur fighters. Which is the other amateur fighters you mentioned again?
Other amateur fighters.
Yeah.
Gerald Tucker. He was an alternate on the 96 Olympic team. Let me see. Dante Craig, he was Olympian on the 2000 team, as well as Ricardo. Ron Seiler, he was 2004.
Yeah. There was I heard about. There was another guy called Clarence, but I don't think he was with you though. There was a Clarence.
No, that was Clarence Vincent. He was out of DC.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then and I also had Rashid Warren. He's like my son.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's 3-time Olympian. So, then I got some good ones coming up now. Duke Reagan. He's currently number 125. On the USA team. Then I got a couple of junior guys that's ranked number 1. So we rebuilding.
Yeah,
we rebuilding.
Yeah. Hey, is it band camp? That's Adrien Broner's camp. So listen. Yeah. So let's talk about Rashid Williams. Man, look. Some of the fight is. Would you reckon he obviously he's got the skills and everything? Would you say it's the punch and power, or maybe it's the opponents that He was. I think he became a world champion, but he should be making more of a dent in the division. But in that weight class, it's not easy. Them little weight classes is not so easy. So what's happening with Rashid and that, and how's he going to bounce back?
Well, Rashid, like you said, it's not that easy. A lot of skills in the weight class that he's in, and it's kind of. It's just. He's getting ready to fight again on Adrian's show in October. But I think with Rashid, he had a lot of amateur fights, and he wanted the thing about it with him is he was chasing the gold medal. I think. And it ain't nothing wrong with it. He wanted that gold medal for his mom, and he wanted it. Because it means so much to an amateur to get a gold medal. I mean, it's already hard to make the Olympic team, but I think inside you really, some people just want to go to the Olympics, but he really inside, he wanted to have a gold medal, and he had some bad luck. Every time he went, he drew the number 1 guy.
Yeah.
And it was always close fight, so.
Yeah, he's always in there. He's always in there, and obviously your guys have extensive fights, because it seems like America, just in general, the amateurs not that good. Well, you do produce great amateurs, yeah. But in the pros, like when they turn pro, they're all fire. Like all of them are world contenders. I know we're talking about Rashid, obviously, Rashid on top, but we're talking about all the guys are still like they've had like 500, 100, 200 fights and stuff like that. Over in the UK, it's rare like you have that many guys over here. Usually outside London, they have 100 fights, but like Broner, I think he had like 300 amateur fights. That's how they managing to fight that many times. How many times do they fight a month for them to get that kind of record?
Well, that's a good question. A lot of people ask me that. With them, we was fighting pretty regular, and back then, we had it wasn't expensive to give local shows, and then you got to realize the tournaments they fought in. Once they got in tournaments, they may have 5 fights before the tournament is over with. Now, if the tournament is not that big, they would have to fight 5 times to win the tournaments. Every tournament that they won quite a bit of tournaments. So you figure that the tournaments they went to, they won. Silver Gloves, Junior Olympics, the National PAL, Ohio State fair. You know, back then there was a lot of fighters, and so in that little weight class, so they fought every day. You know,
yeah. Say that again.
Yeah,
you know,
fought every day.
You fought every day.
Now they don't have them in the lower weight. They don't have that many. Well, they have in certain ones, but they used to have a lot of weight classes and a lot of fighters. A lot of fighters is turning to different sports now, either soccer, football. It's taking away our basketball. We don't have a lot of other sports is taking our fighters away. You know, so yeah, you know, it's the changeover. I mean, it's getting back to where it used to be, but not as extremely as much, you know? Because, you know, back in the 90s, I tell you, every weight class was filled and you had to fight every day. You know, it wasn't no walkovers. A lot of times you go to these tournaments down, these amateur tournaments, you get a lot of walkovers, you know?
Wow.
You know, it, like I said, with them winning all the time, that you know, they boosted because we stayed busy, and but also, you know, we went to different shows, and it was always competition. So next you know, hell, they had 200, now 300 fights. You know.
Yeah, man. But you know, that's that. Yo, you know. Go ahead.
Well, you know, back then they ate step boxing. Now everybody's scared to fight each other. Oh no, I'll fight you in the tournament, or no, I'll move in a different way. Back then, we didn't have the internet and the social media to see each other. Now they get on the internet and social media, they see each other and they don't want to fight each other. Back then, it was like maybe just a phone call, a long distance phone call.
yeah.
But now they see each other, so a lot of people get away from fighting each other now, you know. So back then it was the best fighting. The best. It's the same thing with Tommy Hearns and Roberto Duran and all these guys fought each other. They didn't care. You know, Marvin Hagler. You know, they fought the best fought each other. Great Leonard. They all fought each other. You know.
That's what boxing needs, and I had a poll the other day of what they want in boxing. Maybe one belt in one division, less divisions, and let them fight each other, and that's how we get the best, right?
Yeah, that's the only way. You know what I'm saying? Back now, Bob Ram don't want to fight. Al Heyman fighter.
Keith Thurman,
because they don't like each other.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Keith Thurman and Errol Spence, right? Not Keith Thurman.
They don't like
Crawford.
each other.
Yeah.
You know, certain promoters don't let their fighters fight. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So, you know, Golden Boy don't like certain promoters. They don't let their fighters fight.
Yeah.
Look at the red here. They won't let him fight none of the top guys, you know.
Yeah, the Charlos, right?
Charlo boys, that won't never happen.
Yeah.
It will never happen.
If
it do, it had to be mandated. You know what I'm saying? But they get out. It's ways they get out of that. You know, so it's so many. The networks is working against with the promoters and the managers, so they don't have to fight each other.
yeah. It's a shame, but like you said, at least in the amateur, they could look at each other, but they still fighting. Like you mentioned, Tommy Hearns when he fought Aaron Pryor in the amateurs, they all used to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? And they put on.
The guys used to fight Muhammad Ali.
Yeah,
they all lined up against him. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, all this bullshit going on. Yeah. I give you a call.
Yeah. All right, so hey, let's get into it because I'm sure people want to get into it. Yeah, because obviously the main guy. You've been around boxing for a while, but where a lot of people first saw you is obviously with Adrien Broner coming through the weights. Let's talk about Adrien Broner. He's the best lightweight in the world, bar none. He just beats Marco Antonio DeMarco. At this point, this is just my opinion, why didn't he not stay in the lightweight division where he was great and then jump up to, jumping up to 147 where he fought poorly? And maybe it was a money decision, but if he would have stayed in that division and did that, how dominant would Adrien Broner be? Like, you talk on it because obviously you'd know more than I would.
Well, it gets back until, well, Adrien is a throwback fighter, and he want to fight the best, and the fighting the best, you have to be physically, mentally, and ready to do it, and back then they didn't have the medias and the media, social media came on again. I think by him fighting social media and people don't like him, and it takes a lot out of fighters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When back then, when he was 130 or whatever, 135, people didn't really know him until he got into the ring and just heard about him. So once people got to know him, and he got to knocking people out, breaking records, and seeing how young he was, and then the money came. The success was something else, and the money came fast. It came fast, and he'll tell you that the money came too fast, and it was just he was in the right situation to get the right money, because back then, back in the day, that weight class you didn't make no money, but he was in the right situation, and he was with the right people. Golden Boy had money. Al Heyman was just coming on back into boxing. It was the right situation, and and they put him in the right situation, and he responded well, and so he thought that and he could have beat all the guys that they put him in, but I think he had to make that adjustment, and I thought he made it just a little bit, but he should have made it more, because if you really looked at it, you seen some of the flaws that he had that eventually he would have could beat these guys, so I think he should have took more of his time, and it just made it, something like that you would have to dedicate yourself to boxing, no rapping, no going out, no drinking, no, you know what I'm saying? And you have to do all that. You can't party. You just got to be sincere. If you're gonna move up in them different weight classes and fight the best, and he fought the best.
Yes.
And that's what it was. He fought the best, and back to back. That's hard to do. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
He came up short with Porter. He needed one more round. He knocked Porter out. With Marco, he needed one more round. He was knocked the kid from Argentina.
Marcus Madonna.
He was knocked him out.
Yeah.
He just needed one more round. He had the two bad rounds in his career. Madonna called him 2 times. He got caught. Those 2 good rounds. You take them 2 good rounds, and his performance coming back, he win that fight. So
he was pretty. Go ahead. He was pretty good in them fights. What was the whole thing? See now this is the thing. Now you've been with Adrien from the amateurs, and obviously we're going to the Marco. Now going into the Marcos Madonna fight, he put a poll on the social media saying who should I fight, Lucas Matisse or Marcos Madonna. I remember vividly. Was that a voluntary or was that a fight that was mandatory? Because you didn't need to fight him. You just came into the division. You beat Brody Manaji in a very close fight. Did you need to fight him at that point, or do you just want to make a statement?
Well, he just want. It was both ways. He was the next in line, and it was the next big fight. And it was like I said. It really in 47 wasn't nobody there yet. Now it's flooded.
Yeah.
And that was the next big fight. Really. And he was trying to be. He wanted to be the next Floyd Mayweather on pay-per-view. That's what he was shooting for.
Well, he was getting for it, man. He went where listen, man. He had the world in it. He still does though. He still does though. Had the world in his palm. I mean, he's already full weight champion already. Like so, he's he got the stardom and everything like that. But the whole thing with Adrien wants to challenge the best and challenge himself. Is that
right?
I got you,
Right.
got you. And in doing,
You got to remember, all them guys came in right there. All them tough guys, they came on the outside, and you had the Porters, you had the Madonna, you had the
Thurman,
you had the Mikey Garcia.
Yeah.
You got to remember, all them guys world champions.
Yeah.
They're not they're not pretenders or contenders. They all 2 or 3 time world champions. So he fighting he losing against. I think with Mikey, he let Mikey out hustle him, and then when we found out that he could beat Mikey, it was too late.
But this is what we're gonna get. So in the corner of the Marcus Madonna fight, a lot of people obviously read into it that he's got to the point, like you said, a lot of money and everything like that, where you're telling him the right thing, and then he's arguing backwards and forwards. I mean, is that your relationship with Adrien, or is it a case of where it's like obviously he's like
well, he got hit, and
okay,
it's embarrassing.
Oh, okay.
It was embarrassing, and he was angry. You know what I'm saying? And so then when he started listening, then that's when he started having success. But he got hurt early. I mean, you're always gonna get hit and recover, but he got hurt where most people would have never recovered. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Most people he got off the ground and recovered. And with me, and with me telling him and this and that, because I seen the things that he was doing in camp and out of camp, and and I knew, I had a feeling that something like that had happened, because it was just too much distraction, too much distraction. Too much distraction. I mean,
yeah.
But it comes with the territory, and but you gotta be able to adjust to situation. I mean, he'd never been in that situation before. He was still young. Today he's still young.
Yeah, he's still young. Yeah. It's a lot.
With Floyd, people don't understand. Floyd was an Olympian. He's been in a situation. He was young when he came out. But he's been in a situation where everybody in his family boxing. His uncle's a world champion. His dad was a boxer. His other uncle was a boxer, and they had decent success. And with Adrien, he's on the island by himself. Nobody in his family ever went that far. He's on the island by himself. No, even in Cincinnati, that. He was by himself on the island by himself. I mean, even though Rashid Warren was a 3-time Olympian, but he hadn't got to what Adrien had, So Adrien took out by himself, so he had surpassed everybody. He had the best promoter, had the best manager in boxing, and he was one of the best. He was on he was on HBO. They had him put him on HBO. That's big.
Yeah.
That's big. HBO was called him Mr. HBO. They had a party for him. All kind of stuff. That's big. You're on HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you get on Showtime. You're the main man on HBO. Then you're the main man on Showtime.
Yeah.
And that's big. That's big. Floyd never had that opportunity.
That's quick. Go ahead.
Yeah. Floyd never had that, and that's why Floyd really liked Adrien, because he never really had what Adrien had at a young age. It took Floyd a while to come on TV. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, when Floyd was coming out, they was hollering more so for Ricardo Williams on HBO than Floyd. Ricardo fought his first fight on HBO, Olympian Night of the Olympians. So he was on HBO. So that TV and HBO, it really, is something big. It's something you have to be a part of to really see how it works. You can't just sit back and say, oh, this and this. And you see, all that plays a part in it. You know what I'm saying? It's lonely at the top, and it's hard. It's hard. And see, with Floyd, with him being an Olympian and him being experienced enough to go to different tournaments and different stuff like that. He was experienced. He knew how to adjust. With Adrien came straight out of the amateurs into pros. That's because he was getting in trouble. And I said, well, I better turn him pro at 18. As soon as he turned 18, I turned him pro. He didn't have a chance to go to the Olympic trials or the World Championship games or the Pan Am games. All them other guys went there. He wasn't. He fought one open fight.
Wow.
He fought one. Yeah, he went. He beat the number one guy. This is a true story. He beat the number one guy in 132. I gave a show at a local nightclub, and we challenged the number one guy at that time, and he beat him real good. But then after that, Adrien got in trouble and went to jail. And as soon as he got out of jail, I turned him pro because he missed the trial. I said, I'm not going to wait 4 more years for him to try to make the Olympic team because he ain't that type of kid. He'll be right back in jail. So I'm going to get him some money. So then we start when he turned 18, but he was 18 when he got out of jail. I turned him pro because he missed the everything. He missed the trials and everything, so he had no chance to even get into the trial. So I turned him pro at 18, as soon as he got out of jail. And history was made,
Yeah, well, definitely history was made. Adrien Broner is one of the most talked about fighters, like, good or bad, it doesn't matter. As soon as you put Adrien Broner, it's like you said, he's money. And now, so you're saying the networks play a big part in terms of what's the next great thing. I feel like they did that with Chocolito now. So Roman Chocolito Gonzalez was a flyweight, right? He was a really good flyweight, right? And he was good at that weight, right? This is parallel to what they did to Adrien with Adrien. Really good at flyweight. And they said, yo, wouldn't it be good if he could eclipse Alexis Arguello by going up to Superfly? And I already said that's too high for him. But because of the demand and this, that, the other, they put him in a division where really and truly he wasn't really that strong, and he ended up losing. And I feel the same with Adrien, where not even just one division, he went up 2 divisions in 47. I know, and the Paulie fight was close. But then at that point, he was still trying to prove that, no, I belong in that division, when he should have been at 140, where we're going to get onto that, where he is now. But go ahead. You go.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it was. He went up 2 weight classes, and he felt like, boom, I can make the weight without training. It's hard, But and that's what happened. He lost that desire in making his original weight, because he used to. By the time he got to the scale, he at 47 he would be weighing 143, and he would eat that day. The same day of the weigh-ins. And that shows you the little hard work he'd have made 140. Easily. But he wasn't. Them other guys, they come down from 170 and strong. He was. That's the whole key to that.
So Adrien Broner now, so he's embarking. No, I heard recently he said he retired. Is he retired? He said he retired.
He just going. He's selling tickets again.
He good at it though. He good at it.
He's selling tickets. That's enough to pay him selling tickets.
It's good.
Tell man, you better get this fast. He talking about retiring. You better go to this fight.
He's good. Hey, he's a marketing dream. Fresh, fry, and flashy. Then he always pops to comb his hair, and then he be kissing the girl. That whole show, it was so entertaining. The Can Man. Where did the Can Man come from? Where did the Can Man come from? Did you know where?
Well, I think he, what I'm saying, he when he got into a thing with people telling him he can't do this, he can't do that, and everything, and he ain't all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what that was.
It's really good. It's really good. He don't use it no more. He don't use it too more. Yeah, anyone can get it. Yeah, Mexicans, Africans. Man, he was good, man. The camera over in the US, man. Fresh. You know,
everybody thought he can't do this, he can't do this.
Okay. Yo,
that's what that came from.
Yo, that's oh man, because he over in here in the UK, like for us as well. With you know, what we think about USA, American fighters, cocky and brash, and that's what we think about. You know, the way Adrien Broner carries himself now. So now let's talk about he wants to fight Is it Trinovsky? I think is it Trinovsky? One of the Russian guys.
Yeah, the Russian kid.
Yeah, he wants to fight the Russian kid. And I think at 140 he carries his power pretty well at 140. So what's next for Adrien at 140?
What you say now?
Yeah, what's next for Adrien? What's next for Adrien at 140? Like is he looking at?
I think what he is, he's going to challenge the Russian kid. They'll be fighting, and then he'll probably go for a title. You know, at 140.
Yeah, Regis Progress. Josh Taylor, you have all them guys down there. There's a lot of good guys down there. Some good fights down there.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I said there's some really good fights out there at 140.
Yeah, 140. He'd be fighting at 140.
So what's with Adrien and Kevin Cunningham is you work together and another thing as well. People are always going to criticize Adrien. Obviously, we're outside looking. How come Adrien? I know he don't throw that many punches like he used to.
Yeah, I tell you, that's what the flaws that I'm getting now. He don't throw many punches. I think what he is, he's using his skills. You know, he got so much skills that he thinks he be running the fight, but nowadays the judges are different. They want to see me throw punches, punches and bunches. Where in the past, you know, the way he fight, the accuracy of his fight, you know, of his punches, he thought maybe he was winning different fights. He with Ford, he thought he won the fight.
Hey, I'm the rare one. I thought he won the fight as well. I'm the only one though. I thought he won the fight. Okay.
And then even with Pacquiao, he thought he won the fight.
Oh man, really? Oh man.
Yeah. So it was just he it's back to what he thinks. You know, it's like, you know, he's not a whirlwind. He's a pick just like Floyd. Picks his shots and play defense and all that stuff. I mean, you know, come out clean. He ain't got no black eye. He ain't got this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and the other guy usually had a black eye. You know?
Yeah. That's how Adrien feels he wins, because the other guy's more marked up than him. That's okay. Yo, he's a lot of fun.
He's his own boss now, so
yeah. He's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun. So who else you got over there? Have you got Howard? Is it Robert East? Is it Easter? Not Easter. What's it?
Robert Easter.
Yeah,
he's fighting on that. Yeah, he's fighting on Adrian's card too.
Yeah.
That's one of the Asian fighters, and he's fighting on his card. He got to get his title back too.
Yeah. That Mikey fight was hard, man. That Mikey fight was a hard. I actually thought he could win that fight. Now, I don't know. Yeah. Mikey surprised me, man.
Yeah. I thought Robert was maybe too young to fight Mikey. You know what I'm saying? But he just Mikey was just more or less the more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So, but Robert got to do the same thing. He got to get back in the winning column too. I was with Robert since he was 15, helping his dad out, you know, at the Nationals, and then he actually came to our camp. Yeah, you know, I've been trained ever since, you know.
Yeah.
I've trained his dad ever since. So.
Well, I'm wondering why he don't go up though, man. Like, where you know why? Because he's tall. He's gonna
go up on this fight. I think he gonna go 140 on this fight.
Yeah. Cause he looked to me like when I get his thing, he look, you know what I'm saying, like he good for a bit, but he's so tall, and it's like he feel more stronger at 140, you know. But you know, hopefully him and Adrien, they stay away from each other. But,
oh yeah, they would never fight each other.
Yeah. But I think he can do some more damage. So he gonna stay this there, and then you might be looking to move up to 140 after.
Yeah, 140. He probably go at 140.
Yeah. All right, we look. There's some boxing news and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao. You know, you watched that fight. What's your take of Keith Thurman? And do you expect Pacquiao to do what Pacquiao did?
Yeah, I think Pacquiao did, but I thought he was going to do. He boxed him, and I tell you, man, he's something else. You know, he surprised a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But we fought him. Adrien fought him, and it was a chess match between him and Adrien.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I knew Keith wasn't ready for that because Keith never fought nobody like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and Keith been off too. Keith been fought nobody. He had an injury, and you know, he been turning down fights, and he came back and fought a guy that he should have knocked out. The Mexican old guy, he should have knocked out, and you know what I'm saying? He never fought a guy like Pacquiao. Pacquiao, you know, put it on him.
So Keith Thurman was saying, I ain't no Adrien Broner coming into the fight. As far as I know, Adrien took one of Manny Pacquiao's hardest punches and stayed on his feet. I'm just saying, and he was saying he ain't no Adrien Broner. And does Adrien Broner want to fight Keith Thurman? I know that he's moving down to 140, but how does he feel about Keith Thurman? I know that they kind of see each other in the casino, but you know, why do you think that is that Keith Thurman felt like he was using Adrien Broner to say that he wasn't gonna? What was your take on that?
Well, he probably said that he saying he thought maybe he was on be able to knock Pacquiao out.
Okay.
You know? That's what he thought.
That's what he thought. I think Broner fought the smarter fight though, but just stay away from that Pacquiao, man. That guy's dangerous, man.
The guy get hit. I'm telling you, come here. He's like a check my weight in another room. He's like a left-handed Aaron Pryor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I was just gonna say that. You know, Aaron Pryor came into the dressing room when Adrien used to come for his fights. Now that was good. Aaron Pryor. What's your take on Aaron Pryor? Cincinnati, one of the best in Cincinnati ever.
Yeah, Aaron was part of our gym, and he helped with Adrien. You know, the 2 or 3 years that he was in our gym, he helped me train Adrien, train some of the kids.
Oh, cool.
And it was a dream come true because you know he was rehabbing. He came out of rehab, and we kind of took him on our arms and loved him. You know what I'm saying? Because coming out of rehab and people, you ain't got nothing, but you on top of the world, and then all of a sudden now you ain't have nothing, and you on drugs and stuff like that. But our organization wrapped our hands around him and told him like, hey, you are a champ. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But that was good. That's really nice, and that's a shame. Obviously, Aaron Pryor, he passed away and stuff like that. You know.
Oh yeah, that was my buddy. You know, we grew up together. So,
oh man, you know, he was special, man.
It was just one of the things that you know you do for people that you know. You know, we looked at him not like he was a champion. We looked at him as like he was a human being, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, man, he's special. And obviously you had the passing recently of Parnell Walker. What's your take on, obviously, the passing of Parnell?
Oh, man, that was a heartbreaking, real. Even though people had forgot about him and we didn't know what he was, you know, people didn't know what he was doing, but a lot of people, but, you know, people like us, man, we knew what he had an accomplishment and gold medal winning and all that stuff. So it was crazy. It was crazy. And the way he died, it was 5 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Yeah, one car accident. So that wasn't right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't no way to go.
Yeah. It's a shame though. I feel, man, some of the victories over Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., I think, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. some of the best fighters.
Yeah, it is. So it's looking at Adrien now. For Adrien, obviously, people see him, they're worried, they're concerned about him. What, now, so you've seen the history of obviously fighters after the ring. So what do you think Adrien will do after the ring? Because we look at Adrien, we think, no, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe think he's not disciplined, he ain't this, he ain't that. What are you doing to keep Adrien, focused? Say, look, man, this what got you here. Boxing what got you here. You only got a couple more years in it. You need to focus. What are we doing to keep that Adrien? Or is he too busy with family life and he's got so much other commitments?
You never know with Adrien, man. You can't predict his future, He got so much talent. He got so much talent, and so many people love. You never can. And like you said, he's a good family man.
Mm-hmm.
He loves his kids and everything. So all you have to do is just he can't predict it. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's why he just. He do his own thing.
Okay, well fair enough. But that's true. Hey, so last question before we let go, because obviously it's your birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you want to go and celebrate with your guys and stuff. So, Anthony Joshua over here, Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz. What's your take on that? And what do you think will happen in the rematch?
Well, I think Joshua probably would be more cautious now and try to box this guy, and it'll be a split now. I think they take Ruiz. They're going to take Ruiz out of his element. You know what I'm saying? And I heard it was supposed to be somewhere in the Middle East.
Yeah, it's in Saudi Arabia.
So that right there, Ruiz going to get sick. He changed it. He don't eat the right food. It depending on who was his nutritionist. But it's hard to get stuff like that, and the right food and when you're out of your element. Even when I remember when we was in camp with Ricardo and Ricardo B. It was with Manny Stewart, and Manny Stewart was helping me train Ricardo. When he had when he had lost his last fight, and Luca Bella said, "Well, I want to bring in Manny Stewart," and we welcomed him in. You know what I'm saying? And it was a good team together. We did 2 fights together with Ricardo. So, but anyway, make a long story short. Lennox Lewis is in camp too, because he trained Lennox Lewis.
Yeah.
And Lennox would bring his mother to camp with him every camp because he would get sick, even with the home cooked food that we had in camp. We was at the Poconos and they had a kitchen and everything. He still would get sick. And he couldn't eat their food, so he had to get his mom to come to camp. His mom cooked for everywhere, cooked for the whole team because they was, from Canada, and they weren't used to the American food. So that's the question. If Ruiz, whoever, if he do go, he better take a cook with him and cook the right stuff, because he's gonna get sick. He can't eat that stuff over there and nothing. I'm telling you, he's gonna get sick, and it's gonna take him out of elements. And with Joshua, he's from overseas, so he more or less can do all that stuff. But Ruiz is from the United States, and it's totally different from the Middle East and the UK. You know that. Joshua goes over there all the time. I know we already know. Like, people don't understand that they got a lot of UK officials. To be fair, that's like Joshua's second home. He goes there all the time. I think. What you said there was right on point, man. The food, like you see, like you said with Manny, and Lennox Lewis's mom, she's Jamaican now. She bringing over that Jamaican cooking, bring that food over there, making sure he eats food to give him his strength. You right on point. So you think that would be a factor in it? And so, what do you think the factor? That would be the factor. Time change, communication. because he got to communicate with the U.S. For people in the U.S. and everything, and he got to train over there. He can't train over here and go fight over there. He got to train over there, So he got to train over there,
Yeah, you're right. Because he got acclimatized to the time, right?
Yeah, he got to train over there. So he going. I mean, good luck. You know what I'm saying? With Ali and Frazier, Ali and Ali and Frazier, Ali and
you talking about Foreman? Yeah, Rumble in the Jungle.
They was both American, so they went over there and experienced the same thing. So they was on the same page. You know what I'm saying? You know. So, but now you fighting somebody that's got a little advantage. He got a little advantage now. And a little edge. So, and plus he's a good fighter. So, and it's who he just gonna have a little edge, I think, and that's where the win will come in at,
Yeah.
But his camp, it depends on his camp now. He's good enough to beat Joshua, but his camp got to be good enough, a better camp than what Joshua camp's gonna be. They gotta. They got to get, they got to get the money, put money behind this kid, and find out what to do, what to eat, what the time changes. Tell people from the U.S. don't call him. Take care of his business. Yeah. Because people call you and say, "What you doing?" Here you is, you fucking 6 hours ahead of him. They'll call you. Your woman will call you, "What you doing, baby?" You know what I'm saying?
They're messing with your time. Yeah, you need to. Yeah.
Your time up.
That's your time up. Yeah, recovery time.
Man.
Yeah, man.
That's shit alone. It's over. Once he step foot over there, it's over. That's his new home. Shit.
Yo, man, you bring some really good factors, and this is the thing for the layman guy. Obviously, as a trainer, you look in all these things about the food, the facilities, the time difference. Yeah. Oh man,
he gonna need all that, man. He gonna need all that, and they better investigate. They better get over there, do their homework, send somebody over there now. Send somebody over there, let somebody live over there, investigate and tell them, like, look, this is what we got to do. You got to spend some money. I'm telling you, man. Shit.
Yeah.
So like you say, Joshua know what to do.
Yeah. He
already the master one thing. He got him, tricked him over there.
Well, you see, Ruiz said, he said, if we ain't fighting the States, he said, it's either state and neutral. They said they want somewhere neutral. So they said, okay, Saudi Arabia. It's like, oh, you ain't been there, but Joshua been there. He comfortable there. I see him train there. He's good over there. So Ruiz, and you see the thing. The last time Ruiz fought out of America was, I think it was New Zealand, where he fought Joseph Parker. And you saw what happened over there. And probably the same thing you're talking about, the food, the timing. Go ahead.
That's crazy. And how in the hell? What? Then get down where? What makes the fucking difference than you fight? Because the ring gonna be the same. The fucking judges, you're gonna have the judge. You still gonna have different judges from different countries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Only thing is gonna be different is different fans, and the fans can't fight for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's some bullshit. That's bullshit. So he know he gonna get him an edge and probably send him some bad food himself.
Oh,
he know he gonna get the edge. He know they gonna say, well, he ain't used to that timing.
Yeah.
Hell no, and you can't do that. You can't do that.
So
see, that's one thing happened to Adrien too with Madonna. Madonna was training with
Mikey Garcia. Yeah.
Yeah, and the time's different. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they was on the Eastern time, but still, they had it good. You know what I'm saying? They was in a good situation with the time difference and all that. And Adrien, Adrien, he was too much doing other things. He was still on the bus rapping with T.I.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne.
Oh yeah. I remember. Yeah, Lil Wayne. Yeah, they tried. Oh yeah, he had all this. Yeah, man. He
was still on the bus with T.I. and Lil Wayne.
Yo, bro. Yo, bro. He wasn't thought it was gonna be easy that night, man.
Yeah.
He was undefeated. He was undefeated. 2-time world champion. No, three-time world champion. Because he had super feather, lightweight, and then welter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So they told him, he thought he really was a rapper. They said, man, look, we do this for a living. You better get your ass back in the ring.
Yeah, boy, that was a hard pill to swallow. So what do you reckon the outcome gonna be for Ruiz? He gonna get knocked out, or he gonna go poison? It don't look good for him either way. That's what you're saying. So
nah, it don't look good. It don't look good. I guess it's a boatload of money, and he don't get this opportunity again. You know what I'm saying? Because he showed can't beat Wilder. He can't beat Big D. So this is a good opportunity for him to get him some money, and this be a good retirement for me, win or lose, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You talking about Big D, Deontay Wilder? What's your take on D?
Yeah.
What's your take on Big D? What's your take on Wilder? What's your take on Big D? How you like him?
He's the man, boy. Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah.
Big D.
He gonna beat Fury? He gonna be how you score that first fight with Fury?
I thought Fury was beating him, and he made a mistake, and I thought Fury was beating real good, you know. But he made that mistake and let B get in the fight, and that was it, you know.
We gonna happen in the rematch?
In the rematch, I think both of them getting better. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a hell of a fight. You got to realize, because now Fury taking it serious. You know, he losing weight, and then D, he looking good. You know, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Wow. You know, it's gonna be one got to keep boxing, and one got to the one got to show his strength. You know, with D. He got to land that right. He got to figure out how he gonna land that big right hand. You know, and Ruiz got to keep boxing so he can't land the right hand. So that's gonna be the key. You know?
Yeah. I think when in the first fight he should land that big right hand in Fury's stomach, mess with his legs. Why ain't he? And then come up with the left hook. Bring it to the head. He ain't land nothing. He ain't go to the body, man. But this, like you said, Fury. See, people question why Fury fighting his opponents, but you know and I know he fighting these guys to sharpen up his skills to get ready for Wilder. The first time he wasn't in shape. Now he in shape, and he was okay. So he's in good. He's gonna come into the fight in good shape, and he fresh. While on the other hand, Wilder is coming in blowing out. He might have a hard fight with Ortiz, and then Fury's coming in to pick his bones. What you think?
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
All right. Well, last question. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. What you think? How you think that fight plays out? Who wins?
That never happened.
The networks, right?
Al ain't gonna let that happen.
Oh man, hey, you know Al really well. Like you and Al talk all the time. What kind of person?
Yeah.
What kind of person is he? Because I know he looks off the fight. Go ahead.
He's for the fighter. And he brings a lot to the table. As you see, he never counts nobody out. He got John back in there. John got him a title again. You know, so. Yeah, he never turns his back on people. Everything I asked him for, he done for me. You know. He's like with John Pacquiao. He people thought he was done. Look where he is now. He's a world champion. I mean, he's a contender now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
yo, man. That's true, man. So see with Al Heyman. Is it the reason why he won't deal with Bob Arum? And I don't want to go nowhere, maybe because Bob Arum, they tried to do a lawsuit on him. What is that the reason why?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think with Bob, you know, it's just like the same thing with Don King. They just talks about each other, and they get jealous of one another, and they jealous of Al because Al is a smart businessman. You know what I'm saying? And he come out of nowhere. You know, just like a lot of people jealous of me. I come out of nowhere. Now, you know, I'm on top. I got, you know, I done made 4 or 5 world champions.
Yep.
About 8 Olympians, 7 Olympians, and still going strong. I mean, the people like you love it, and there's a lot of people hate it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, even in my own gym, you know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You work well with Manny Stewart, and you kind of like that. You kind of emulating that kind of, you know, you bring him through a conveyor belt of contenders and champions, right?
Yeah. And people get jealous of that because they get envy of it because they think they want to do it, but that shit hard work, you know.
Well, yeah.
It's stressful and everything, man. You know?
Yeah, because I was gonna say Adrien Broner ain't easy now.
Hell no. Hell no. Look how many times I thought he was going to jail and shit. You know what I'm saying? And somehow he got out of it.
he get in trouble. Like he get DIY, this, that, double trouble, this, that, the other. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you're right. And that's just Adrien. And you got the, you know, Robert Easter. He okay. And then obviously Rashid. But you know, it's not easy because of the city. Would you say, like, see where you are, right? Floyd's in Vegas, right? So where you based? You based in Chicago, Cincinnati? Where you based? Cincinnati?
I'm in Cincinnati.
All right, Cincinnati. So you building a. Do you think like maybe in the your best interest to move into, because Mayweather used to be based in Grand Rapids, right? Do you reckon like and Javante Davis, he over there in Maryland, whatever? Do you think in the best interest Baltimore? Yeah. Do you think in the best interest to move over to Vegas where it's calmer? You know what I'm saying? Where it's different and you know, but you like helping the inner city kids, right? But it's kind of dangerous, right? But ain't it dangerous? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, do you think?
Well, that's the whole key. I got a good sponsor. I mean, if I didn't have a good sponsor and people didn't love me the way they did, you know, in Cincinnati, and I have good relationships with the parents, I would, you know what I'm saying, I would move to Vegas or try my luck, you know what I'm saying, because I'm single. But that would be a different world because now you're dealing with a different culture. You have to learn this because a lot of the people out there, Spanish boxers out there, Spanish.
Okay.
They may be Russian.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The culture is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now to make it out there, them guys, they have to bring they home coach with them, and you got to have everything set up. Mayweather, he's set up pretty good because he's winning. He wouldn't have had his whole thing was winning. So now he able to get coaches to stay in his gym and work for him because they want to be on the winning team. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So that's the whole key to that. If he wasn't winning, that gym would be closed down, you know? But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So by him winning and doing all this acclimate, that made everybody come to his gym. And they sit around having patience. But you know, with our situation in Cincinnati, it's like the amateurs, and then we get a Rashid Warren or Robert Easter or Adrien Broner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't have the luxury of getting the foreigners coming straight off the boat coming to Vegas. And then you know Vegas is a big thing now anyway. You know what I'm saying? Vegas, everybody want to go to Vegas anyway. Look at the Raiders, they going to Vegas. You know? So it's a big thing with Vegas, you know. That's the plus side of it too. They ain't just going there to box, they going there for entertainment. Entertainment. Yeah, you're right. There's so many opportunities out there. There's money out there. So many opportunities. Many opportunities.
Yeah. I mean, you're 100. You're right on point. Like, I mean, Manny still had these gym in Detroit. Based in Detroit, obviously, and then he bought all them fighters in Detroit. They all came down there, man. I mean, so for the people listening, because maybe the audio, who's the next up and coming guy? The next couple up and coming fighters that people need to be aware of for you coming out from your stable?
In my stable?
Yes.
I got a kid called. I got a kid out of Chicago. His agent just signed him. Justin His name is Destin. And
Is it Simon? When you mean Simon, Adrian's the manager, so they signed with the band camp?
Yeah, Simon's band camp. Then you got Desmond Jorman. He's 12 and old.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got one kid. He's Quajon Tover. He's 10. Matter of fact, he'll be 11 and old. He's fighting tonight.
He's fighting tonight? Where are you fighting?
He's fighting in Indiana.
Is that amateur show you're talking about, right?
No, I'm talking about pro.
Oh, pro. Okay, pros. We're talking about pros. All right, okay, go ahead.
And then I have then I got with the amateur. I got a guy on the Olympic team getting ready. His name is Duke Reagan. He's on the Olympic USA team. Look him up. His name is Duke Reagan.
Duke Reagan.
25.
Yeah.
Duke Reagan.
Reagan. Okay, like Ronald Reagan, yeah? Okay, Duke Reagan.
Yeah. So he's our next up and coming that's getting ready to sign. He'll probably sign with Al, one of the big promoters. So yeah. So and then we got I got Michael Gamble. He's number 1. He's 18 years old. He's in youth division. He's in a youth division. He's number 1. He's pretty tough. He weigh Michael won 132. He's a 132 division.
But so say this, right? So Mike, are you the only one down there in Cincinnati? Are you? No, I mean, have you got other coaches coming through? Because it seems to be like usually you have a team of other. It seems to me you probably got a team of other great coaches might start popping up as well from Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? Like Emmanuel had over there. He had Pops. He had Pops, and he had who else? He had other coaches. I think Mr. Bashir, other coaches over there. So it seems like there's a whole team over there, man. Because you seem like you get a chance to pick the cream of the crop from the Mid East, the East. Was it called the Mid East or whatever?
Yeah, it's
Midwest. Yeah,
it's in Cincinnati. I'm in the inner city. You know what I'm saying? I'm fortunate enough to be in the right situation. Like I say, I got good sponsors, and they love the kids, and I'm able to travel as much as I do. So the main thing is traveling and getting these kids fighting.
Well, man, you doing an outstanding job, man, and we really appreciate you obviously getting his time because we know it's your birthday and I'll be chasing you up for a while. We chase you up for a while, man. So I'm sure you're gonna celebrate well, man. You're gonna celebrate with everyone around your family and that, man. And the boxing community really appreciates you and what you've done. What you've done.
I really, that's my passion, Like I say, I'm married to boxing.
Boxing's your wife, man. But listen, that's what you got a good wife there. She's loyal, and he's gonna look after you, man. Gonna make the thing. Give us a message to all the people. What's happening for you this year, and what do you expect to happen for the up and coming year? So what fights to look out for?
Well, I'm looking at getting these guys, my 3 guys, Rashid Warren, Adrien Broner, and Robert Easter back into the world championship. Where all 3 of them, the world championship, are either contenders, and basically just have this kid make the Olympic team and get him signed and get the other guys, keep them winning.
Absolutely, man. Hey, we really appreciate you, man. And obviously, hopefully, I can get to talk to you after when your guys fight. That if you've got time, because we understand you're a very busy guy. But that's what we look forward to. But a very happy birthday to Mr. Stafford from EJ Boxing Live. We appreciate you, Mike, and you take care of yourself.
Okay, thanks a lot. Call me anytime.
Oh, and thank you. Okay, take it. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
EJ Boxing Live here. EJ Boxing Live here.